So, what I want to talk about is lack of support or fake support or lack of growth in support or acceptance or yeah, I think I just want to talk, maybe vent, rant, something. So in the video about my consult, I said it took me 2 weeks in order to complete that video because I was really upset. And I'm still irritated, but I just was like, all right, let me go ahead and finish that video. Now, it had nothing to do with the consult. It had nothing to do with, my appointment or anything like that per se. All right, so let me just say that part and then I'll get to that. Okay, so originally, when I set up my appointment and all of that, I was in a relationship. So I had everything kind of covered. I already knew who was taking me to my appointment. As far as when I was going to have my surgery, I already knew my aftercare. I knew who was going to be taking care of me. Any appointments, I knew who was going to be taking me to my appointments. Yeah, I didn't have to worry about anyone who did not support me being around me when it came to anything trans related. Okay, fast forward almost a year later, or well, yeah, we'll just say like that. Now, I'm single, which is fine. It's fine. I'm single, so that means I don't have a partner. Which means I don't have someone that supports me the way that a partner would. I don't have someone that would, be with me for appointments, who would be there with me for my surgery or consult or pre-op or help me with aftercare, stuff like that. You get the point of what I'm saying. So what that leaves me with is essentially no one. So I know I'm talking slow. It's because I'm just thinking and I don't even know if I'm even post this video. I don't know if I'm just talking. I don't know. Anyway. So, alright. So my consult's coming up. And I know this. And I know I don't have those things that I just pinpointed. Consult's coming up. And I'm like, shit. And I know I keep looking away from the camera because that's how I think. My mind is whatever. Anyway. So I know this. Push comes to shove. It is what it is. My appointment is here. I have to have my parents take me. Now, and this is for the people that are trolls or people who are just peoply. Just to get that out the way, I do not drive. Which means I do not have a car. In brief, which I may or may not do a video about that, whatever. In brief, I do not drive simply because I have a lot of, I said this before in another video, whatever. I have several illnesses, chronic pain, blah, blah, blah. Have anxiety, depression, blah, 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 blah. A bunch of shit. Reasons why I don't drive, are numerous. Whatever. I just don't. Okay? So typically I don't go anywhere by myself. It's a thing that's been going on for a lot of years of my life. So I always have someone with me when I go somewhere. So don't try me. But at any rate, that's so stupid. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it's a whole thing. Which mental health is a serious thing, and so is your physical health and all of that too, spiritual and all of that. So anyway, so going back to what I was saying, consult came up. I had to have my parents take me. So went to my appointment. Boom, 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 whatever. After my appointment, it pretty much comes about that I'm trying to think how I can, whatever. It comes about that I'm just taken aback by the fact that, I'm just trying to see how I can say this without saying too much, I guess, in case I actually post this. Alright. Yeah. So, pretty much, after my appointment, my mother asked me how my appointment went. Because I go in by myself. I can go in by myself and stuff. I've grown to that point where I can actually go into a doctor's appointment by myself. I just can't go there. Whatever. So I go into my appointment by myself. Whatever. Get back. Or get home. Whatever. And my mother asked me how my appointment was. Now, you know, my mother's not stupid. Nobody's stupid. By the way, I'm out completely. I don't do the secrecy thing. I don't do all of that. I'm too old for that. You just gonna need to know who and what I am. Because I don't do that secrecy thing. I'm too old. Yeah. And it's not really about an age thing, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But for me, I can't have that on me anymore. I couldn't have that on me anymore, being trans and all of that. I couldn't have it on me anymore. It's too heavy. It's too heavy to carry. So I had to get that off of me. So it's not really about an age. So I shouldn't really say I'm too old. I won't say that. But it's too heavy for me, personally. So this is my experience. That's for me. It was too heavy for me to carry anymore. So I let everybody know. So I'm out to my family and stuff like that. It's not a secret. That's what I mean. So, now whether everybody accepts it or not, in my family, friend, whatever. That's, you know, yeah. So anyway, but I just didn't tell my mother what the appointment was for. I just was like, I have an appointment at this place. That's where I'm going. And because she wasn't going in, it didn't really matter anyway. So that was the point of me saying that. So anyway, she asked me how my appointment was, and I was like, do you know what my appointment was for? And, you know, she stated she knew what it was for. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I told her about the appointment, and then after a while, she just was like, well, after me talking for a while, she was like, okay, that's enough. And I'm like, okay. So basically, the point that I'm trying to get to is, I'm sorry, my nose is itching, my allergies. My nose is itching. Well, I don't know if it's hair growing. Any of y'all had that? Like, your hair is growing in your nose, and my nose is just always itching now. Anyway. But to get to the point it just was like, well, your father is upset. We're both upset. Pretty much about what I'm going to do. Now, this is not a surprise. I had already spoken to them about what I was going to do prior to me even starting HRT or anything. They were the first people, I let know anything about me being trans, the potential of being trans. This is before I even really used the words trans. I let them know that I was planning on having top surgery or anything. They were the first people I let know. So this was over a year ago. Now, I'm not rushing I can't rush anybody's feelings, but it just kind of took me aback that it's like, you haven't even moved this much. So it just kind of took me aback, and it just was kind of like, well, I'm glad you have your aunts to support you, and basically just saying that I'm not supported by them. They didn't want to take me to the appointment. That's not what she saw for me or what she prophesied for me. These are church people. We're not going to get into all the religion and all of that stuff, whatever. Well, my mother is a church person. My father is, I don't know, whatever. But, and my thing is just like, why are you concerned about my body? And then it was like, well, it's a parent thing or something. But it's just not what she prophesied me to be, or something to that effect. And I just was kind of like, and it just really upset me because it kind of felt like somehow I'm a letdown because I'm a trans person. So I was really upset about that. I mean, I still feel away, but I'm just kind of like, yeah. Sometimes I don't know the words to identify the feelings all the time. So I was angry. I was resentful. Now I don't know how I feel. I don't know the words. I mean, maybe I still feel the same way. I don't know. But it doesn't feel the same way. So I don't know the words to attach to the feelings. But, yeah. So that's what caused me to take like 2 weeks before, besides the fact that I wanted time alone to record. But I like to record when I'm alone. So that's another thing. I like to record whatever I do alone. I just need the space and I just feel more comfortable that way. But yeah. I just was really taken aback by that. I was really hurt by that. And you know, I have siblings, but I really only pay attention to really one of them. And you know, it's not to say nothing against that one sibling, but if you could accept that one sibling, surely you can accept me. Surely you can accept me. And I'm not saying not accept that one sibling, but accept us both. So you're just not going to accept me because I'm trans? Like, that's that one thing. So I just was really hurt by that. And so maybe that's what it is. I'm still hurt by it. And there's nothing I can do. I just got to work through it. I'm in therapy anyway, so might as well handle that too. So I just wanted to kind of, I guess, talk about that. And I don't know. This kind of sucks. So, yeah. That's why I took that time, because, yeah. And it's nothing I can really do about it. And it just sucks to not be accepted by the people who should accept you like that, with no problems, with no conditions. Unconditional acceptance, unconditional love, unconditional. But the trippy thing is, you know, as you grow older, you learn that parents are just people. They're just people. So, you just got to deal with the people. And that's who they are. So, I mean, I guess I was just talking, and I guess that's all I really wanted to say. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I really want to say. And that kind of sucks ass. I don't know when I'm going to get this video up. Because also my laptop screen is fucked. So, can't even see to upload or really edit or anything like that. So we'll see how that goes. I may have to just like, excuse me, edit on my phone or something. So it's gonna be like real, like, it'd be basic anyway, but it's gonna be super basic. But at any rate, that's that. Leave in the comments, you know, maybe your experience. Like, is it sucky for you? Was it sucky for you? What did you do? Because I don't honestly feel like, I told my therapist, I'm like, I want to run. I want to go. I want to disappear. And not in a sense of, how do people say it now? Unlive. I don't mean it like that. You know, I mean, I've been through that in my life, but I think I'm all right there. I don't mean it like that. I just mean literally run away, disappear, like literally. So that's how that's how I've kind of been feeling lately, just on some runaway shit. And I know that's not necessarily the maturest thing to do. So I'm trying to stay put and, I don't know, take things slow and then be optimistic that everything will work out. Not that they'll change their mind, because, you know, it's obviously they're set, you know, but that I'll figure out a way to, you know, do whatever it is I need to do and be out, or whatever the case may be. Well, I'll find peace within my shit to, you know, but that's that. I've been trying to do meditations and work on resentment within my meditations and shit like that. I mean, that's all you can do is accept people, and, well, you don't gotta really, I mean, clearly you don't have to accept people, but for me, I just say, you know. But that's it, because I'm rambling now. But put in the comments, let me know how you feel about the topic, or, you know, where you've been at it, or whatever. So, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. All right, I'm out.